In 2011, we completed Phase 1 of the Scott Boulevard project, which involved widening Scott Boulevard and realigning it from Rollins Road to just about Gillespie Bridge Road. Now we're ready to enter Phase 2, which is a realignment project between Bellevue Drive and Boulevard School Road. This particular phase of the project has a couple of major components. One is the demolition and then reconstruction over the bridge at Hinkson Creek on Scott Boulevard, and the second is installing a roundabout at Boulevard School Road and Scott Boulevard.
Scott Boulevard is the most important arterial on the west side of Columbia. It goes all the way from Broadway all the way down to State Route KK, so it's a really important arterial connection that carries thousands of cars a day.
Well, this is all part of the Scott Blvd Corridor project. Many people don't realize that Scott Boulevard is a roadway that eventually will extend from Route E, or North Stadium Boulevard, all the way to Route K in South Columbia. And this is one of several phases that are taking place as funding permits.
The four-way stop is the least efficient traffic control that we can have, and so a roundabout will really set that intersection up to be able to handle a lot of traffic for today, and then we expect a lot more traffic on these roadways in the future.
The replacement of the bridge is a critical component because this bridge is still slightly under the 100-year floodplain, meaning that we have flooding that occurs and shuts Scott Boulevard down. By reconstructing the bridge and bringing it above that 100-year floodplain, we hope to prevent that in the future. A full closure will allow us to do a couple of things. It allows us to complete the project in about half the time that it normally would if we left either half of the bridge open and tried to reconstruct the other half, or if we try to build a temporary bridge, we're saving about $500,000. We know that that's going to be a major inconvenience for not only residents in the area and other Columbians, but we feel shortening that time of closure and saving that money is a good investment. And we liken this to a little bit about how they did this over in St. Louis area when they shut I-64 down. So we're taking our cues from them. We know it'll be painful, but we think in the long term, it's going to be well worth it. To help people adjust to the detours, our traffic engineers have done some travel time studies. We've done some traffic counts, and we've looked at some suggested alternative routes. We'll map all those out and have those available to people on our website. Our goal is to try to take away as much of the pain as we can, but again, we know that people are going to be a little upset and are going to have to adjust their travel times and their travel routes during this closure. For the past several months, we've worked very closely with public safety agencies such as fire, police, and EMS to make sure they understand the impact of the closure. We don't believe that doing this, according to them, will cause any compromise to public safety. We're also meeting with Columbia Public Schools because we know this is a major route for school buses, not only for school buses, but for parents taking their children to school. So again, those suggested routes and those detours are taking all of that into account. Some of the primary routes are going to be Chapel Hill, Forum Boulevard, and Route K. But we, of course, want to encourage people to travel those before the closure takes place to find what route best suits them.